We're assuming, oh, there she goes. Thank you, Pumpkin. I appreciate that. Pumpkin was just napping on the couch, and I was a little concerned she wouldn't make it over here in time. Hi, I'm T. Waldron. This is my cat, Pumpkin. Thanks for joining us. I really appreciate it. You look very cozy over there taking a nap. Then she saw the setup and she said, "Oh, it's time." That's right. I hope you're having a great evening or day wherever you are. I'm T. Waldron. This is my cat, Pumpkin. Let's see, we're trying to get her in the frame. How's that? Are you in the frame, Pumpkin? She's not interested, but that's okay. That's nothing new. So, it's been a great week. It's the end of the week. It's the weekend. It's Saturday night here in the East Coast of the U.S. I'm T. Waldron. Again, this is my cat, Pumpkin. We're joined by our fabulous moderator, Imran Hossain, and he's also a YouTube SEO specialist, and he does great thumbnails and great SEO optimization. I can never say that right. But anyway, yeah, and here's Fractal down here on the floor. She's out of the frame, of course, because she's sassy like that. Yeah, what do you think of that, Pumpkin? She's not phased one little bit. Huh. Thanks for being here. Really, it was hit or miss for a while there. Anyway, I hope you had a wonderful week. Let's do a little deep breathing and then we can talk. So if you can close your eyes, I read this study by Stanford University. And well, I read the results of the study. I didn't read the whole study, but it said that if you breathe in twice and then you exhale a long exhale, it can reset your nervous system a little bit. So let's try that. Let's inhale and then take another little inhale and then exhale extra long. Wow, that's pretty powerful. I felt that. I'm going to do like 3 more because I need to be able to speak to you coherently. I don't know what it's going to do to me. Inhale. And then another little inhale. And then exhale slowly. So you're inhaling 2 through the nose and then exhaling 1 long through the mouth. Inhale. Another inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Another inhale. And then a long exhale. And then 1 more together. Inhale. Inhale. And exhale. Wow. I don't know if that was a lot of oxygen or what, but I felt that. I don't know if you guys tried that. Good evening. Hi there, Art. Hi, Mr. Handsome. Welcome. Hey, B, welcome back. We are great. I'm just grateful Pumpkin's here because she was napping very cozily on the other couch, and I hated to wake her up, but I had to because a lot of people tune in just for her. Oh, we're from the East Coast of the U.S. near New York City. Where are you from? I would love to know. So, yeah, do put that in the chat because I find that really fascinating, and I love to see around the world where everybody's from. This past, I guess it's been 13 days. Today is December 13th, so the past 12 days, like the 12 days of, and tomorrow's Hanukkah, but 12 Days of Christmas is a song. I've been talking about the advice or the information from one specific person. I'm not going to reveal them until December 21st. It's like our very own little Advent information calendar. So I'm going to recap so far what I've shared with you. And I would love to know in the chat if this stuff sounds like it makes sense to you, or if it sounds nonsensical, or if you're not sure about it, or if you have any questions. I've been trying to apply this person's concepts to my life, and they're very effective. And I find them all to be true so far. So I would love to know. Oh, Bharat, welcome. Aw, thanks. I know you are. You make sure I feed the cat, B. They're well fed and happy. Thanks for asking. I love it. Hey, Gina, welcome in. Pumpkin is the star. You are too. Yeah, I do. Matt. Matt is singing. Matt is singing the 12 Days of Christmas song. That's what you're doing. Hi, Jocelyn. Welcome. Yeah, she's super friendly. She doesn't like to be pet though. I call her the Reiki cat because sometimes I'll go to pet her and she just sort of ducks out of the way. But she loves to be here for the live and she purrs very loud. The other cat is like the shiatsu massage cat. She's good. But they're both very. It's so funny they couldn't be more opposite in that regard. Thanks for asking. How about you, Jocelyn? Do you have any pets? Hey, Emmanuel, welcome. Haystack Hider, welcome. Mahamud, welcome. Yeah. So here is the information I started sharing December 1st. Okay, the first one is called it's a three-part formula of living your best life. And I'm trying to be my best self on all levels, and I'm sharing with you the things I learn as I learn them. So the first part is take action on the opportunity that contains the highest excitement. Okay, that's step one. Step two is act on that excitement to the best of your ability. Step three is act on that excitement with absolutely zero insistence or assumption with respect to a specific outcome. Okay, so I applied that. I said, let me try see if I can do it. And I did it. And it's very cool because it's sort of like if you have two options, like, oh, what should I do? Should I, go to the gym today or should I stay here and do laundry? All right, what option gives me the most excitement? Well, going to the gym because I'd rather be in shape. The laundry will always be there. So it sort of gives you, and that was a real simplified one. I'm applying this actually to bigger projects because then things unfold in a very beautiful order. So yeah, let's see what you guys are up to. Um, yes, hi, Emmanuel. Welcome. Let's see. Dr. Vackelman. Hi. That's funny. Hi, Hasoli. Welcome. Yeah. Hi, Jazz. Yeah. This is Pumpkin. She's 17. I'm T. Waldron. And yeah, I'm 55. I don't have anything to hide here. I have another cat, Fractal, but she's over there sleeping. She's 2 years old. Oh, that's a funny name, Twinkle, for your cat there, Emmanuel. Good morning. Hi, Zane. Thank you. Yeah, some people tune in just for the cat, Mahmoud, and I think that's a good idea. That's why I named the channel "Chatting with My Cat" because she's fantastic. Oh, Dr. Ava from Australia, welcome. Garfield or Sylvester? Oh boy, I kind of find Sylvester fun, but I loved Garfield growing. They're both awesome. You can't choose, Kelvin. Baby cat. Oh, that's so cute. I love that. Okay, so that was the first day of wisdom. Was that they call it the formula. The second day was mistakes are here for a reason. They're a gift, and I added that there were when I do something and I maybe don't prefer the outcome, I say, was that a win or was that a learn? And do you agree with that? That we can learn from we mistakes are a gift, and that was kind of the point that this person was saying. Yeah, thank you, Mahmood. Yeah, she does. She's in good shape. Huh. You're in very good shape, Pumpkin. You're getting a lot of compliments this evening. So, yeah, thank you. And they're sending you love. They're sending you little hearts. Yeah, she's here for you guys. She comes every time there's a live. She's like, I want to be here. Yeah. Oh, this is how I'm trying to be my best self. And as I learn things, I share it with you. So I hope you find some of this useful. If you're here, if you happen to tune in, you're here for a reason. You found us on this big wide world wide web. So check it out, and maybe you'll find something that resonates with you that you can bring to your own life. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Tony's calling you, Pumpkin. He's going. Psst, psst, psst. Yeah, she doesn't pay attention to that. All right. The other day we said, ooh, our brain, our soul conceives, our higher mind receives, and our analytical mind perceives. And the concept behind that was that really we get our inspiration from our intuitiveness, from our soul. And our analytical mind is the one that does all the talking to us all day and stuff like that. And that can only observe, it doesn't create anything. So, do you agree with that? Does anybody agree with any of this stuff or disagree? Yeah, I'm curious if you're interested in this information. Okay, good morning. Hi, Saranavan and Raj. Welcome. Oh, it looks like you're drinking a nice cup of coffee. She's a cat. She's not very big at all, but she's a senior citizen, 17. Yeah, no, this is no AI. Okay, I don't even use AI to write my papers and stuff. This is my journal. See, it's handwritten in human writing. AI has its place though. Yeah, thank you so much. um, yeah, so our brain, our analytical mind does not create anything. Well, all it can do is observe what it's seen in the past or what it sees in front of it and remember what it sees in the past. It doesn't create anything new. So our soul, our intuitive nature, that's what creates things. Um, Another day, talked about this person acting on that three-part formula that I mentioned earlier with integrity aligns us with our complete toolkit of excitement that does many things. It provides every form of support, abundance, or info we need. It becomes the driving engine that moves us forward. It acts as the organizing principle that shows us what to do and what to act on and when. And it presents us with the path of least resistance. It also connects us to all other expressions of our excitements as we follow them in life, no matter what form they come in. And the formula also becomes the reflecting mirror that reveals anything within our beliefs that is out of alignment with our true vibration or excitement. It leaves nothing relevant out. So does that resonate with you? I wonder. Yeah. Yeah, this is Pumpkin. She's 17. Thank you, Young Shadow. Yeah. His oldest time. He is his oldest time. By the way, my initial Stanford, my name is Teresa, but I call myself T just to make it easier. Time, energy, and attention, the three most valuable things in the world. Isn't that cool? So good. I'm glad you love Jesus. We all have Jesus within us. Absolutely. Thank you, HAH. Thanks, Tony. Thank you. I wish you all the best of luck. Um, Welcome from India, Raj. Okay, then so that's all. So it's pretty interesting. All these things are sort of support themselves. Another concept was, and this person attributed it to, I forget who it was, but I think it was it's an old saying, chop wood and carry water. And what they were using to illustrate a point that was everything we can do in life can be a meditation if we do it mindfully. When we're driving or we're walking or we're washing our dishes or folding clothes, those are ordinary things that we do every day. But if we do them mindfully and if we do them with reverence, kind of, focus, right? We can use it as a meditation. I've been trying to do that lately. So I don't know if that resonates with you. Chop wood and carry water. What do you think? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know, Whitler. You're pretty smart. um, let's see. So the next thing was, where do we leave off here? Oh, here it is. Creating. Oh, so when we want to manifest something, if we create proof of our vision and put that in a place where we can see it, it helps our subconscious mind make it happen. Okay. So they said, creating proof of our vision, take the action in the direction of creating our reality, of some representation of the vision you desire, and make it look as real as possible and have that somewhere where you can see it. So that sort of sends a message to our subconscious. Let's see. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, I love that. You're in France. Welcome. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're understanding what I'm saying and think it's beautiful. Thank you. Art says there was a book a while ago, Zen and the Art of Motorcycle Maintenance. Very cool. I will have to check. I've heard of that. I'll have to check it out. Okay, take care, Raj. Um, so that was another thing. So we want to, when we see something in our mind that we want, we need to take action toward it, but also maybe put a little reminder somewhere in our space, a physical reminder, so that we can sort of, think about that. And it just sends, like I said, our subconscious mind needs input, because otherwise it just goes about the way it's always gone. And if we want things to change, we have to physically change and take different actions. And then the next thing the person said was, ooh, they had a whole series of identifying your negative beliefs. Oh, thank you for subscribing, Chin Kahilaset. Welcome. Yeah, I appreciate you subbing and welcome. Um, so yeah, they had a whole thing about negative beliefs, which I'm going to read a couple of them because I have them on my computer. There were so many. I think they have a list of maybe 20. So it was too many to read all of. I did it over 2 days, but I'll read a few of like the main ones because I'm going to read this little paragraph they started. The tools and tricks negative beliefs use to hold us back from being our true self. You already know you're worthy. Therefore, negative beliefs must target and magnify specific fears in detail to get you to suspend your disbelief about your worth. So a lot of times our negative beliefs are meant to scare us, to immobilize us, to keep us down. They have to do this because what they're telling you is false. Whereas positive beliefs can be simple and general because they don't need to convince you that what they're telling you about your worth is true. So I thought that was really beautiful and simple, and it made me feel like I like this information because it's empowering and it builds us up and it's actually useful, like, oh, I and then I had a whole thing where I found a negative belief. Like I thought I got all my negative beliefs and eradicated them, but I found another one on Tuesday. If you look back, it's on the live Tuesday. But let's see what you guys are up to in here. Oh, thanks for subbing. I appreciate that. HH. Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's funny. So the analytical mind doesn't create or destroy, it just analyzes. Correct. That's it, Art. That's correct. And that was shocking to me because I thought I was so creative. I am creative, but that doesn't come from my analytical mind. That's coming from my soul, from my higher mind. So that was kind of a revelation, and I've been really playing with that idea over the past few weeks, and it seems to be true. I have no way to test it, obviously, but it seems true. That's funny. Hi, Ahmed. AJ, you're pretty funny. Hey, Barry. Hey, Tricolor. Yeah. So, what are some of the negative beliefs? Negative beliefs are designed to convince you no other belief is real, convince you no other belief is possible, convince you to take negative things that happen personally. That has happened. I've done that before. Convince you to blame others for your negative experience, convince you that you will suffer if you change that belief, convince you'll feel less lonely if others reinforce the negative belief. So you'll be like part of the group. Like, oh, we could all be negative together. There's that saying, misery loves company. So that's kind of, it's kind of woven into our fabric. Um, they negative beliefs convince you to feel powerless to change by diminishing our ability. Like we think, oh, I can't. I'm like, let's say you're afraid of public speaking and you have to give a presentation. Oh, I can't do that. I'm afraid. No, just do it. It might be good. It might be bad. You'll get better over time if you practice things. But we can be frozen by fear. Negative beliefs will convince you it's in your best interest to imagine the worst outcome. How many people imagine, I guess it's called catastrophizing, imagine terrible things happening, and then, you go through the event and nothing happens and it's fine, right? Let's see what you guys have been saying. Yeah. Oh, so I'm talking about advice from someone who I will reveal the person on December 21st. I'm doing a little bit of their information every day and seeing if it resonates with you or not. So I'm just recapping what I did from December 1st till the 12th, and then we'll continue on tomorrow night with more info. Yeah, thanks for asking. Yeah, she's a short hair, I think. But yeah. Oh so very ordinary. Oh, that's a cute name. Oh, thank you, appreciate that. Does negative belief align with reality beliefs? Oh, that's a great question. So, no, negative beliefs are false. So that's a great question, B. They're self-perpetuating. So they try to maintain themselves in our minds, but they keep us small. And I'll give you an example of one in just a minute. Let's see. I'll just give you a couple more examples of what they do. This is just a few. If you want to see all of them, look at the I think the lives were on Sunday and Monday. The negative beliefs reinforce their reality through negative synchronicity. So that might be saying, oh, I'm too shy to make friends. Guess what? If you are believing that, it's gonna self-perpetuate, and then also you're gonna be in that mindset. You're not gonna want to go out. You're not gonna be putting yourself out in places where you'll meet people, and then it'll be true. It'll make it true because it's creating that negative synchronicity, that negative like web of lies. I'll give you one more example. Then we'll talk about how you can neutralize them. Um, the negative beliefs can distract you from investigating your real beliefs, and they'll help you feel comfortable with negativity. So they're so powerful. Okay. And let's see what you guys have been saying. Do, do, do. Yeah, negative thoughts in the service out of fear and change of the unknown. Let me read that again because I think I butchered it. Negative thoughts in the service of our fear of change and the unknown. That's true. They play on that. The negative beliefs use our fear of the unknown because most of us want to be comfortable. We want to stick with what we know. It's so much easier just to scroll than to physically go somewhere and help somebody or call a friend. I mean, who does that anymore, right? It's really difficult. And the more we can do that, the more we see that those negative beliefs are untrue. So, and we have more power than we think, which is just beautiful. Voices for the Voiceless. I love that name. Oh my God, negative beliefs are constantly happening, B. I do believe that the negative beliefs are true depending on the circumstances, just like with positive. Well, it depends what the negative belief is. Can you give us an example? Because sometimes they basically pretend that they're real, and they trick us into thinking they're real. And I've pretty much gotten rid of all my negative beliefs as much as I know them. Um, I'll tell you some neutralizers here before my computer dies. Let's see, I've got 10% left because I was working all day on my computer. So neutralizers, remembering that negative feelings are generated by negative beliefs. So if you feel, depends how you feel. If you feel terrible, chances are you have a negative belief under there and you have to get to it. Like you have to say, why do I feel this way? Oh, because, my sister always told me that I would never have any friends. And she told me that when I was 7, and I've carried it with me all these years. Well, you don't have to carry it. That's the beauty of this whole thing. And that's what I want to share with you. They can always be changed. Your negative beliefs are only beliefs and they're not actually true. So this is a great test for you, B. If you believe negative beliefs are true, maybe try some of these exercises and see if you can get to the bottom of them and release them, you know? Remembering that your existence and worth are more fundamental than any belief. Remember that the negative beliefs are your creations, and that you're always in control and you're always in power, even if you're using your power to make the negative beliefs. That's like a ninja thing there. Wow. Okay, let me read that again. Remember that negative beliefs are your creations and that you're always in control and empowered, even if you're using your power to make it seem that you're out of control. Wow. And remember the yin yang concept. No matter how dark things may seem, there's always an ability to reach the light. Remember to be okay with the process of discovering your negative beliefs so that you can let them go. And that can be uncomfortable. Like I've had to find some beliefs that I thought about myself and about other people, and I'm like, why did I think that? Oh, yeah, because school taught me that, or my job taught me that, or my family taught me that, or my friends always said that. And I just had to say, but do I believe it? And a lot of times, if there's a negative feeling behind something you believe, it's a negative belief, and you don't need to hold it. If you switch it, like I just would say, okay, let me just hypothetically, let me believe the opposite and see how that feels, see what that does for me. And it's empowering. And it doesn't make me live any less of a life. Like my life is actually more true and more real by releasing those beliefs. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate all the emojis there. Yeah. Environments, health, financial situations, and support systems. Yeah. Oh, they can all have an effect on you for sure. Gokachin. Sometimes negative beliefs help us to reconsider our situation. We change things. That's so true. So we can use the negative belief, Y2T, to see what we don't prefer. And we could say, you know what? I don't want to feel this way anymore. I'm going to switch it. And it just basically, if you can get to the mindset where everything happens for you, even the seemingly undesirable stuff, the stuff you don't want, what am I supposed to learn from this? How is this benefiting me? And remaining calm and just kind of looking at things and saying, okay, how am I going to treat it like, if you can, like a game? How am I going to navigate through this? What am I supposed to learn? What is going to get me to the next level? And the most painful things I found have gotten me the most amount of growth. So I just hope you can learn to, maybe try to catalyze some of those seemingly negative things into something positive for you and then use it. Okay. Um, don't let fear stop your momentum. If you're going to be afraid anyway, then you might as well be afraid doing what you love instead of doing nothing. Push through the fear, even though it will get louder and seem stronger. That only means it's reaching its breaking point and will soon dissolve. Remember that being the creator of the negative belief, you always will be more powerful than it is. That is why it must try to convince you that it's more powerful than you are. Remember that positive beliefs feel light and free, and negative beliefs weigh you down and tire you out. Let go of all your assumptions and go to zero. Don't resist change, go with the flow. And I hope that helps. I hope that helps with the idea of negative beliefs. Okay. What else have you guys been saying? Yeah, that was a great point. Shine. Yeah, hi Mahmood. Welcome back. Breaking the cycle of learned behavior that we have outgrown. Oh, that's beautiful. Yes. And that's a lot of what we live is learned behavior, right? We just do it because that's how our family's always done it, or that's what's always been done in society, and we don't even think about doing something differently. But that's what's beautiful about being human. Yeah. And thanks again for Imran Hossain. You're doing a great job moderating. Um, so 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 here's an example. So, and if you were on Tuesday, I'm just going to quickly repeat the story. In my meditation Tuesday morning, I said, I'm talking about negative beliefs this week. If I have any left in my life, show them to me so I can break them. Thinking I didn't have any left. I was like, but I don't have any, so this will be easy, right? One of the shorts that came up on my feed as I was driving on a short distance was, these are sayings that you only know half of. And one of them was, what the hell was it? Oh, jack of all trades. Anybody know the second part of it? Oh yeah, life is not always rosy. I'm not saying it's always going to be easy, B. Definitely not, for sure. Listen, the other day I was in the parking lot and I came out and somebody had dented my car. So I'm like, all right, what's this supposed to show me? What am I supposed to learn from this? And just trying to maintain my composure because there's nothing I could do about it. It was a hit and run. It was only a little dent, but still, you don't want to see that. But I said, you know what? I'm not gonna get upset. I'm just gonna deal with it. And it's, it's not what I would prefer, but I'm still trying to figure out what the lesson is. But I'll figure it out eventually. Yeah. Unfortunately, being in a negative mindset is all that you have, especially when you are stuck in your head. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm going to read this because this is really very important. Unfortunately, being in a negative mindset is all that you have, especially when you are stuck in your head and the situation does not improve, B says. So yes, and guess what that is? When you're in your head and all you have is a negative mindset, that is your analytical mind running through scenarios, and there's negative beliefs under that. So, and you might find one, and then there's two more under that. So there could be a lot of them in there. It's almost like, it's like an infestation. Like when you find one bug and you're like, oh, there's going to be more. Okay, so yeah, and it maybe took years to build up all these negative beliefs, but I challenge you. I suggest if you want to, and I did this. It took me years to get to the root of a lot of this stuff, but it's worth it. It's almost like pulling out weeds. You pull out one weed and then there two more grow back. But if you keep going, keep at it, you'll clear your mind and you're gonna feel better if you can get to the bottom of them and release them and just say, these are not mine. I don't own these. They're not who I am. So I hope that helps. Yeah, I wasn't happy. Yeah. So yeah, no, exactly. If you stay in your head, um your analytical mind is going to keep you there. And it wants to, and it's only trying to help you. I'm not putting your analytical mind down. We need it. We need our analytical mind to get through life, to get through every day. It's got a very important place. But it's almost like letting it run away with us, letting it run away with our lives, and then there's no room for creativity and love and joy. It's much harder for those good vibes to come in if you're just running scenarios in your mind. And your analytical mind wants to run the show 100% of the time, so it's up to us to sort of train it. It's like a wild animal. And this is what Dr. Joe says, Dr. Joe Dispenza. He says your mind is like a wild animal. You have to train it. And that's why I'm into the meditation ever since I went to his retreat last summer. I meditate every morning at 3:30, 4 a.m. because I want to be able to have balance in my mind, use my analytical mind when I need to, and then use my higher mind when I need to. And it's if we do one or the other, the woo-woo folks who just, it's like peace, love, and granola, that's what they're mainly on one side of the mind, and then the people that are just analytical are on the other side. But if you can, we all have two sides. If we can use both sides of our brain and balance and then decide which side would be more appropriate to lean toward in each situation, we're powerful. We've unlocked powers that we have that are just sitting there dormant. So, I that's my goal, is to try to unlock all my potential, because we have so much potential. We're limitless. You are eternal. You're limitless, and you just have to believe it, and then take action toward unlocking those powers. I'm trying to eat healthy. I'm trying to drink more water. I'm trying to get enough sleep. All those things add to your power. So I hope that helps. I'm sorry, that was a little rant there. um, let's see. Yeah, hey Tracy. Tracy from daycare, you're hysterical. Yeah, I can't pick her up because she doesn't like to be touched. She likes to be pet slightly. Let's see if I can move the camera closer. Sometimes my tripod falls apart. I can't do it, Tracy. It's too dicey. This tripod has a mind of its own. Right? Maybe you'll stand up later. She may stand up later. If harnessed and controlled, analytical mind becomes a positive asset. Absolutely. Yes. Precisely what I was saying, Art. Yes, absolutely. Um, absolutely no reason at all. Yes. She does look like a tiger. Yeah, well, you know what? A lot of people tune in just for the cat classified. Oh my goodness. B, it is difficult to find that balance for sure because our whole world is designed by analytical minds. You know, like if you look at streets and you look at a lot of the engineering and things like that, it's all like analytical, okay? Whereas music and art and um, dance and theater is more intuitive and emotional, and that's our higher mind. So it's like we need both, but we have to make room for that in our lives. Yeah. Yeah, Oz, I'm not sure what you're. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so what else? What did we say? Oh, so the jack of all trades saying, jack of all trades, and then the master of none is the second part. Yeah, thanks, Classified. You have some fans, Pumpkin. Yes, a lot of people really like you. She's 17, by the way. That's why she has this little necklace. Ah, you're a very good cat. Thank you for being here for us. So jack of all trades, master of none. I didn't know there was another part. So I would get very offended because people would say that to me at work. They're like, oh, you're a real jack of all trades. And they meant it as a compliment, but I would find it offensive because, jack of all trades. And then I would say the rest, master of none, ha ha ha. And I'd feel horrible for like the next 10 minutes or so. And I'd have to like get myself out of the bad mood and be like, they didn't mean to insult me, but I still feel like some kind of way about it, right? Come to find out, the whole phrase is jack of all trades, master of none, but oftentimes better than the master of one. So that means you're good at a lot of things and you're flexible and you have a growth mindset and it's a positive thing. But all this time, my belief in my head was that it was a bad thing, and it brought me down. And I said, "Ooh, I don't feel good about that, and I feel bad about myself, and I wish I was better. I should be better at one thing." And I would go through all these scenarios. My analytical mind would say, "Yeah, what's the one thing you can get really good at? You know what? There's nothing because there's nothing you'd be good enough at." I mean, your brain, it's trying to protect you and help you fit in, but it's really can be mean to you sometimes. So I would always, by the end of that, like I was there for almost 18 years, I would say to myself, yeah, but you know what? Da Vinci was a jack of all trades, and so was Tesla, and they were cool people, and I want to be like that, so I'm okay. Like I would have to talk myself out of this whole thing, just to like kind of overcome that negative belief. But now that I realized that was just a negative belief, I released it, and I have no feeling towards it. Like it's neutral now. So if somebody said that to me, I would laugh and say, ha ha, you know, whatever. So does that make sense? Let's see. What do we got here? Yes, she's 17, classified. Absolutely. Thank you, Bradley. Yes. Hey, Henry. Welcome. Welcome back. So, Steen, welcome. Yeah, master of none was said to me a lot. It wasn't meant as a compliment. Right. Okay. Yeah. So no, I think some people who are very good at what they're doing, maybe if they're professional, like very specific, they feel everybody should be that way. And I think maybe if you know a lot of different things, you might have been threatening to them somehow. Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? Isn't that interesting, Bradley? And actually, more about that. The person who sort of originally coined the phrase was around the time of Shakespeare. It was one of Shakespeare's rivals. And I think his name was, oh, I want to say Robert. And I don't know his last name. But anyway, he was one of Shakespeare's rivals. And he he said the phrase in Latin. And he said, Janitus factotum, and it was a Johnny Know It All. So he was calling Shakespeare a Johnny Know It All in Latin because Shakespeare was doing too many things. He was writing, directing, acting, whatever, producing plays. He was doing it all, and he found Shakespeare offensive. So he used that comment as an insult to Shakespeare. And I'm thinking, That's pretty good company. I would like to be with Shake, in the company of Shakespeare, you know? So, yeah. Yeah, right. That was mean. Sorry that happened to you, Arthur. Yeah, I do. I do remember you, Henry. I said it earlier, but maybe you didn't hear me. Okay. So what else did this person say? I'm almost done. We're almost caught up. I talked about how people can bring we can allow the people around us, we can match vibration with them. So if somebody's kind of in a negative mood, like did you ever go somewhere and maybe the person in front of you in line just has a scowl on their face, and maybe you're putting your groceries on the conveyor belt, and they don't like you put yours too close to theirs, or before they put the little stick thing down that separates the groceries, whatever, and they just kind of give you a bad look or a bad vibe. Now you can choose if you're gonna meet them where they are and give them a bad vibe and be like, I'm gonna put my groceries here, leave me alone. Or if you're gonna smile and say, oh, pardon me, and you have a choice there. You don't have to match their vibe. You can you can be strong in your vibe sometimes if you have enough rest and you're rested. So vibrations are very powerful, and but we have control of them. So that was another thing this person said. Um, let's see what you guys are up to. Oh, I'm glad you're interested. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Listen, Henry, I don't remember exactly what people say. I kind of remember people's vibes. But that was, please, I'm glad you repeated that because that's a great quote. Remember when I said, whatever you hide in the dark always comes to light? That's beautiful. I love that. That's great. Thank you for putting that in there. Big block. This is Pumpkin. She's 17. I'm T. Waldron. Okay, and we're up to the last day already. So the last day, this was the last thing about negative beliefs, okay? And it was like kind of a little summary, okay? It was here's the step when you're dealing with negative beliefs, and this will help you if you're still with us, B. Recognize for step one, recognize your negative belief. Two, examine it and figure out what it's there to teach you. Three, know that it only has the power you give it. It's just as easy to change than to keep it. It's made of tissue paper, like a tissue. There we go. Number four, and this one I made up, but it's not necessarily from the person, but I think it's pretty cool. Embrace a new belief using your inner wisdom, and then celebrate. So I think that's, it's a way to just check out your negative beliefs, and the way you can identify if you're feeling negative about something or stressed or angry, and it doesn't seem like there's a real reason for it. It could be from one of your beliefs, and you don't have to hold on to it. So I hope that helps. Yeah. Hey, Big Block. That's so sweet. Pumpkin, you have another fan. Yeah, she's not too phased by that, but thank you. She is here for you. She is purring very quietly tonight. Huh. Are you having a good night? What do you think? She's having a great night. All right. Well, listen, guys, I hope you found that information interesting. And if you want to see like all the details, I started talking about this person's ideas December 1st. I will reveal who this person is on December 21st. And I actually met this person last month. So it's pretty exciting for me. I don't know. I hope you found that information helpful. I've been listening to their stuff since like I think August or September, and I found it all to be effective and made my life empowered me in my life, which is awesome, and who doesn't want that? So let me know what you think. I would love to know your feedback. I'll be here tomorrow night, 8 p.m. with Imran Hossain, our moderator, and of course with Pumpkin. Thanks for being here, Pumpkin. You did a great job. She's not used to these nighttime ones. And we're here at 8 a.m. during the week, Eastern Standard Time. I hope you all have a great rest of your night. Yeah. I know, Wilbur. Hey, welcome back. A lot of people tune in just for the cat. Take care, B. Thanks for all your good chat tonight. That was fun. Henry, take care. Oh, Merry, yes. Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, and I don't know what other holidays, but by all means, enjoy your winter solstice and your New Year's. Yeah. Hey, Crip. Yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I hope you have a great night. Ooh, really quick announcement. I just want to share with you guys. I'm in finals week. I'm taking my doctorate in metaphysical life coaching. I got 2 grades back. I have a 99.29 and a 95 point, I think it was like 47 or something like that. It almost rounded up to 95. I'm just going to call it a 95. So thanks so much for everything, and I'm going to get back to studying. So I hope you guys have a great night or day, and we'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. Thanks, everybody. Bye bye. Thanks for everything.